You ever meet someone and something about them just clicks? Like a missing piece in your life just found its place. Yeah, that's what it means to have the right people around you. But see, in this world, not everyone who smiles at you is smiling for you. Not everyone who stands next to you is standing with you. So how do you know? How do you know when somebody is good for you? First thing, you grow when you're around them. Not just feel good, not just comfortable. Growth ain't always comfortable. Growth means they challenge you, push you, make you see things you were too afraid to face. They don't let you stay small. They don't let you settle. They remind you who you can be, not just who you are. Second thing, they bring you peace. Not drama, not mind games, not confusion. You ever been around someone who just drains you? Every time you talk, there's a problem. Every time you leave, you feel heavier than when you came. That ain't love. That ain't friendship. That's a weight on your soul. The right people, they don't add to your storms. They help you find shelter when the rain comes. Third thing, they show up. Not just when things are good, not just when they need something. They show up when it's ugly, when you're lost, when you're struggling, when you ain't got nothing to give. They're there standing beside you like, we're going to get through this. That's how you know. Fourth thing, they respect you. Not just in public, not just when people are watching. They respect you when no one else is around. They respect your boundaries, your time, your energy. They don't make you prove your worth because to them, your worth was never questioned. And the last thing, the real test, you don't have to be someone else around them. You don't have to shrink. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to wear a mask. You can be you in all your realness, and they still love you the same. See, life is too short to keep people around who make you doubt yourself. Too short to hold on to folks who dim your light instead of helping you shine. So pay attention. Pay attention to who helps you grow, who brings you peace, who shows up, who respects you, and who lets you be you. Because the right people, they don't just make life easier, they make life worth it. A healthy relationship fosters growth, not just comfort. When you are surrounded by the right people, you experience an environment that challenges you to evolve, think critically, and become a better version of yourself. Growth does not always feel easy, nor is it always enjoyable in the moment. It often involves discomfort, self-reflection, and even difficult conversations. However, the people who genuinely care about you will encourage this process because they see your potential, not just your current state. The right people push you beyond your self-imposed limitations. They recognize your strengths, even when you failed to see them yourself. They do not allow you to remain stagnant or settle for less than what you are capable of achieving. Instead, they provide motivation, constructive feedback, and encouragement. This does not mean they criticize you harshly or make you feel inadequate, but rather they challenge you with a purpose to help you grow into the person you are meant to be. When someone is good for you, they support your ambitions while holding you accountable. They do not enable bad habits, nor do they validate excuses that hinder your progress. Instead, they remind you of your goals, help you stay focused, and encourage perseverance. For example, if you express a desire to achieve something, whether it be personal development, career advancement, or self-improvement, they will remind you of that commitment when you feel like giving up. They do not let you take the easy way out because they understand that real growth comes from pushing through challenges rather than avoiding them. Another sign of growth in a healthy relationship is the exchange of knowledge and perspectives. The people who are good for you expose you to new ideas, inspire curiosity, and expand your understanding of the world. They introduce you to new ways of thinking, challenge outdated beliefs, and encourage learning. This does not mean they impose their opinions on you, but rather they engage in meaningful discussions that allow you to see different viewpoints. A stagnant relationship, on the other hand, is one where there is no intellectual stimulation, no encouragement to learn, and no motivation to improve. Growth-oriented relationships also teach emotional maturity. The right people help you develop better communication skills, patience, and self-awareness. They encourage self-reflection, allowing you to recognize patterns in your behavior and understand how your actions affect others. When conflicts arise, they do not engage in destructive arguments, but instead encourage healthy resolutions. They help you become more emotionally resilient by teaching you how to navigate challenges in a constructive manner. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage growth ultimately shapes the direction of your life. If you spend time with those who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in your potential, you will naturally evolve into a stronger, wiser, and more accomplished individual. Growth does not always feel comfortable, but it is necessary for success and fulfillment. The right people do not let you remain where you are. They help you move forward. Even when the path is difficult, a strong and healthy relationship brings emotional stability and peace, acting as a source of comfort rather than chaos. The people who are truly good for you contribute to your well-being by creating an environment where you feel safe, valued, and understood. When you are around them, you do not have to walk on eggshells, constantly worry about misunderstandings, or feel emotionally drained. Instead, their presence brings a sense of calm even during difficult moments. One of the clearest signs that someone is good for you is the absence of unnecessary drama. Relationships should not feel like a constant emotional battle where conflicts arise over small matters or where communication feels like a struggle. Healthy relationships are built on mutual understanding, where both individuals feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment or retaliation. The right people do not manipulate your feelings or create confusion about where you stand with them. Instead, they provide clarity and consistency, allowing you to feel secure in the connection. Emotional stability means that you can rely on someone without second-guessing their intentions. In an unhealthy relationship, you may feel anxious about how someone will react, whether they will be supportive, or if they will suddenly change their behavior. But with the right people, you have a deep sense of trust. You know that they will not turn their back on you when times get tough, nor will they bring unnecessary negativity into your life. Their support is steady, not conditional on circumstances or personal benefit. Another way a person brings peace into your life is through their ability to listen and understand. Feeling heard is one of the most important aspects of any relationship. The people who are good for you take the time to listen, acknowledge your emotions, and offer thoughtful responses. They do not dismiss your concerns and validate your feelings or make conversations about themselves. Instead, they create space for open and honest dialogue, helping you process emotions in a healthy way. Knowing that you have someone who genuinely listens and cares can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. Respecting emotional boundaries is another sign of a peaceful relationship. People who are good for you understand when you need space, when you need support, and when to simply be present without forcing conversation. They do not pressure you to act a certain way or impose their expectations onto you. Instead, they respect your emotional needs and provide support in a way that feels natural and unforced. Peaceful relationships also contribute to emotional resilience. Life comes with challenges, but having the right people by your side makes those difficulties easier to navigate. When someone brings peace into your life, they help you handle stress more effectively, encourage positive coping mechanisms, and remind you of your inner strength. Their presence reassures you that no matter what happens, you are not facing it alone. Surrounding yourself with people who bring peace allows you to thrive mentally and emotionally. When a relationship adds to your well-being rather than drains it, you feel more confident, secure, and capable of handling life's ups and downs. The right people do not create storms in your life. They help you find shelter when the storms come. A true sign that someone is good for you is their consistency in showing up, not just when things are going well, but especially when life gets difficult. Many people will celebrate your victories, but only a few will stand by you during your struggles. Support is not about words or empty promises. It is proven through actions, reliability, and a willingness to be present when you need them the most. In a world where relationships can often feel conditional, finding people who show up for you regardless of circumstances is a rare and invaluable gift. When someone truly cares, they do not wait for convenience to be there for you. They understand that life is unpredictable and that challenges do not always come at the right time. Yet, they still find a way to support you even when it may not be easy for them. This does not mean they have to solve your problems or carry your burdens, but they make it clear that you are not alone. They check in on you without being asked, offer encouragement when you are struggling, and provide comfort when you feel lost. Reliability is a crucial element in any strong relationship. It is easy to make promises, but it takes true commitment to follow through. Someone who is good for you will not leave you questioning whether they will be there when you need them. Their actions align with their words, and they prove over time that you can trust them. You do not have to wonder if they will disappear the moment things become challenging. Instead, their presence remains steady, giving you a sense of security and reassurance. In contrast, people who are not good for you often only appear when they need something or when it benefits them. They may be present during happy moments, but disappear the second things get tough. These are the people who avoid difficult conversations, distance themselves when you are struggling, or only offer superficial support. Recognizing this pattern is important because true connection is built on mutual care and effort, not one-sided convenience. The ability to show up also means being emotionally present. It is not just about physical presence, but about genuinely engaging and supporting you in a meaningful way. Someone who is truly there for you listens, understands, and offers help in ways that matter. They do not dismiss your feelings or make you feel like a burden. Instead, they validate your emotions and remind you that your struggles are important. When you have people in your life who consistently show up, you develop a deeper sense of trust and belonging. You know that no matter what happens, you have someone who will stand beside you, not just when it is easy, but when it truly counts. These relationships provide strength, resilience, and a foundation of support that allows you to face life's challenges with greater confidence. Surrounding yourself with people who show up for you ensures that you are not navigating life alone. Their presence, whether in small or significant ways, makes all the difference. A person who is good for you does not just witness your journey, they walk beside you every step of the way. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. And when someone is truly good for you, they show consistent respect for who you are, what you believe in, and the boundaries you set. Respect is not just about politeness or courtesy. It is about recognizing your worth, valuing your individuality, and treating you with consideration, regardless of the situation. A person who respects you does not make you feel small, unimportant, or disregarded. Instead, they honor your presence in their life by ensuring that their words and actions reflect appreciation and understanding. One of the most important aspects of respect is acknowledging personal boundaries. Everyone has emotional, mental, and physical boundaries that define what they are comfortable with. And a person who is good for you will never pressure you to compromise those boundaries. They understand that your comfort level matters and that relationships should never be built on guilt, force, or manipulation. If you need space, they give it. If you say no, they accept it without argument. They do not make you feel guilty for having limits, nor do they try to override your decisions for their own benefit. Respect also shows in the way someone values your thoughts and opinions. Even if they do not always agree with you, they take the time to listen and understand your perspective. They do not dismiss your ideas, belittle your intelligence, or make you feel like your voice does not matter. Instead, they engage in discussions with an open mind and a willingness to see things from your point of view. In contrast, someone who constantly interrupts you, talks over you, or disregards your contributions is not showing true respect. The way a person speaks to you and about you is another key sign of respect. Someone who is good for you will not resort to insults, sarcasm, or belittling remarks, even in moments of disagreement. They understand that words have power and that communication should never be used as a weapon. Likewise, they do not speak negatively about you to others. Instead, they defend you in your absence, uphold your dignity, and ensure that their words align with the respect they claim to have for you. Another way respect is demonstrated is through consistency. It is not enough for someone to treat you well in public, but then disregard you in private. True respect remains unchanged regardless of the environment or the presence of others. Someone who values you does not shift their behavior depending on who is watching. They treat you with the same level of kindness, care, and consideration, whether you are alone with them or surrounded by people. A person who is good for you will always make you feel valued and seen. They do not undermine your confidence, disregard your feelings, or make you question your self-worth. Instead, they uplift you, encourage your independence, and appreciate you for who you are. Respect in a relationship is not about control or dominance. It is about mutual appreciation and understanding. When you are surrounded by people who respect you, you naturally feel safer, more confident, and more at peace. One of the greatest indicators that someone is truly good for you is the ability to be yourself around them without fear of judgment, rejection, or the need to pretend. Authenticity is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. And when you are with the right people, you do not feel pressure to change who you are to be accepted. Instead, you feel safe, valued, and free to express your thoughts, emotions, and personality without hesitation. The right people allow you to be your true self because they appreciate and respect you for who you genuinely are, not for who they want you to be. In many relationships, people feel the need to wear a mask, hiding parts of themselves to fit in or gain approval. This often leads to emotional exhaustion and a sense of isolation, even when surrounded by others. However, when someone is truly good for you, you do not have to filter your words, suppress your emotions, or mold yourself into an image that pleases them. They accept your quirks, your flaws, your strengths, and your imperfections without making you feel like you need to apologize for who you are. They embrace the real you, the version that laughs uncontrollably, that has deep thoughts, that sometimes feels lost, and that is still growing. A person who lets you be yourself also creates an environment of emotional safety. You feel comfortable sharing your fears, dreams, and insecurities because you know they will not use them against you. You do not have to second guess whether they will mock your vulnerability or dismiss your feelings. Instead, they listen with empathy and respond with kindness. They make it clear that your emotions are valid and that you are not too much or not enough. Their support is unwavering, even when you are struggling or having a bad day. True acceptance also means that they do not try to change you to fit their personal expectations. In unhealthy relationships, people may subtly or directly pressure you to act a certain way, adopt different habits, or suppress parts of your identity to make themselves more comfortable. But someone who is genuinely good for you understands that love and friendship are about embracing a person as they are, not molding them into an idealized version. They appreciate your individuality and encourage you to stay true to yourself rather than conforming to someone else's standards. Being around the right people also boosts your confidence and self-worth. When you do not have to constantly worry about how you are perceived or whether you are doing enough to be accepted, you begin to trust yourself more. You grow into a stronger, more self-assured person because you are no longer held back by the fear of judgment. Instead of questioning your worth, you start to see yourself through the eyes of those who truly value you. Surrounding yourself with people who allow you to be yourself creates an atmosphere of mutual respect, understanding, and emotional freedom. You are not burdened by expectations or forced into a role that does not suit you. Instead, you are able to live authentically, knowing that you are loved and appreciated just as you are. When someone is truly good for you, they do not make you feel like you have to change. They make you feel like being yourself is more than enough.